Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be reviewing something from the Race and Rescue line, that being Lightning McQueen. Now, earlier on this year, a new expanded universe line was revealed to be part of the main line. That would be Race and Rescue, and it would tie in with another line called Rally Race 200, and which both were merged into one, basically. And one of the first items to be revealed from that line were McQueen, which is right here, Mater, and Chick Hicks, and I guess Sarge. And when these got revealed, I was actually looking forward to them. Like, I actually thought they looked cool. But one thing I was not expecting was for most of the new releases this year to be from Race and Rescue, which alone sounds really controversial. I mean, not many people are a big fan of that idea. In fact, I kind of think this year had so much potential for new releases, but whatever. I don't want from its help. And even though I'm not a big fan of the fact that most of the new releases this year are from Race and Rescue, some of them I can get hyped for. In fact, I can see some of the criticisms with this line. And another thing to talk about is the packaging, which it's surprisingly good. In fact, there's these barriers, these golden barriers in the packaging, which do remind me of those silver barriers that were on the 2015 and 17 packaging. And even with that explosion in the background, looks perfect. I just like the packaging to the point where I almost considered keeping it in package, but obviously I have to open it and review it for y'all to see. And I kind of wish I reviewed either Jonathan Pearson or Eugene Kobruski before Race and Rescue McQueen, but to show the difference of the packaging. But luckily I was able to pre-record a video comparing the packaging before reviewing Eugene, so I'll show the clip here. Alright, so here's the packaging difference with the main packaging and the packaging for the Race and Rescue line. Now the difference you're seeing here is that obviously this part is lower than this part, while this part is the same height in this one. And it's basically the only difference with it. And other than the fact that the names are in the bottom while they were in the middle right there. And that's basically it. Please keep in mind that this video was pre-recorded, obviously, since I reviewed Eugene Kobruski yesterday. By the way, there's the Race and Rescue logo, McQueen's artwork, the new for 2025, which I think looks great. There's the diecast itself, there's the back with the Race and Rescue logo, there's Sarge, Chick Hicks, and Mater. I don't have these three yet. In fact, this is the only recent rescue item I found on Target. But let's open it, shall we? I think we should. Alrighty guys, today we're going to be opening up this diecast now. Be free, McQueen. So yeah, there's Race and Rescue McQueen out of the packaging, and you know, it looks decent. Maybe it's because I prefer the Rally Race 200 design for McQueen better. You can see there he is compared with a Car 3 McQueen, or if you want to, with McQueen Deputy Hazard, which is kind of similar in concept, since both have light bars. And there, of course, he has a different expression, and even uses the same mold as on the Road McQueen, with that mouth. And there's his lightning bolts, which are yellow now, and the Race and Rescue logo. There's also his headlights, which, from what you can see, they're now drawn in 2D instead of being heavily detailed. It might be because of the fact that Race and Rescue is getting a book, and I kind of like the detailed headlights more. And I mean, what can I say? I draw decals out of paper when making customs. By the way, there's a side with the 95 right there, and the Race and Rescue, because Race and Rescue. There's wheels, which this one has a red rim and a yellow rim on the back. There's also the Race and Rescue logo right there. Surprisingly, there's no gas cap. I don't know. Also the roof. See, there's the light bar. I honestly appreciate that they managed to mold a new light bar instead of reusing it and making it a complete repaint. There's also the Race and Rescue logo on the spoiler, which is yellow now. There's the back. See the tail lights, they're also drawn in 2D, and the Race and Rescue logo in the 95. There's the other side with, of course, the Race and Rescue logo, Rescue in 95. There's the base, and yes, he has a punch hole for me to tow him. Since I haven't found Race and Rescue meter yet, let's test him with a regular meter with long tow hook, and he works perfectly. I'll try to test it on Race and Rescue meter if I find him. So yeah, that is it for today, and let me know what your thoughts on Race and Rescue McQueen is. By the way, I'll see you next time. Bye.